Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. I reinvented myself, they sorta hated it. I reinvented myself and upgraded it. Traded in the jewels.
All right, Coach, first open back in 2017. There's a look at the gleaming
What's up, everyone?
Mercedes-Benz
It's Execution
Stadium
99
in
here with
downtown
Omaha
Atlanta.
X1 Madden
The scene
Football
a few
Week
moments
16,
ago, here it is.
Season
It's
2,
unlike
10 and 4
any other
Niners,
in
10 and 4
sport as both
Falcons,
teams made their
playoffs
way
on
out
the
of the
line.
tunnel.
Oh, God
These
damn it,
folks
that's
are
the
fired
wrong
up
jersey.
as their guys are ready to do battle between
What
the
the
San
fuck? I picked
Francisco
the white jersey.
49ers and the Atlanta Falcons. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
There we go.
This is going to be fun trying to figure out black on black. What the? I want to know what happened. It said white.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Ready, back 25. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now it's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to air one out. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Go ahead. 11.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jack Crawford able to get in and run him down for what will be a loss of 15 yards. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. Despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Dude! What the fuck?
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
My buttons aren't even doing anything.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
What the?
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Jones on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. And here now come the Falcons. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
The left side completion to Jones. A nice gain at 21 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Gun. Hey, let's go. Hey, alert 48. Let him go.
From the shotgun, Ryan swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
On 1st down, Ryan. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On 1st down, Garoppolo. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Go, 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 go,
And they
go,
work
go.
this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Being chased out left. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
What?
They run it with McKinnon. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Here's McKinnon. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
21.
Dude, what the fuck is all that shit going on?
McKinnon. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. And that'll set them back 5. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. Throwing now is Garoppolo. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
I want to kick a field goal with this
Really good
last,
defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution.
Oh, my God.
A lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way.
That's exactly why I
ran to
didn't
the
want to
football
fucking do that.
and caused a nice play
Fucking
for lost
lag.
yardage.
So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught inside the 25.
Oh, come on.
And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
39.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got them into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Ryan to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And Bryant's kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Tech McKinley in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? On play action, it's Garoppolo.
I can't even fucking move.
There is going to bring up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Jones. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They are in the 2nd quarter down in Miami. The Dolphins, they're out to an early lead over the Bills. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking downfield for Jones. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Ready. Back 25.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is caught one-handed.
Yes.
Oh, my, he pulled it in. They give him a gain of 37.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
Why did it move
It's a
kid
loss
over
of
the
a
fucking
yard
middle of
there,
the
and now
line?
2nd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I've played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Yeah, absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Garoppolo. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tech McKinley in there to get him. And
Really,
that's
a regular
sack
fucking
number 18
4-man rush, and I
for him
can't
on the
fucking
year.
block it?
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Working from the gun, Garoppolo dancing to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make it?
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up.
You
and
have
this is a
got
live
to be
football.
fucking shitting me, man.
They are made. They are things of beauty, but there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance.
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. Freeman with a fast feet.
One
and they'll get him
fucking
down as
person
he's
come off a
inside the
goddamn
40.
block.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Now he's going to throw deep right, looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 16. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jerick McKinnon there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
What the fuck is this formation, dude?
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
What the fuck is going on with this bullshit
So
today?
they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he comes back with one complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Screen play, McKinnon. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Vic Beasley in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And my goodness, this is incomplete.
That
Boy, it
shit,
looked like he
man.
had it and dropped it. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. On second down, Ryan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Falcons on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Garoppolo looks to throw, and that'll be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. The Niners on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Hurry up!
Not the fucking ball! God
He didn't
damn
seem
it,
in a
man!
rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game.
11.
Now Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Let's go!
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Now Ryan on 1st down. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
22.
They'll try and run with Freeman. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
For the record,
maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
4 down. 11.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Dances by him. A dump down to McKinnon. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
12.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly.
21.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Garoppolo on 1st down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. they become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the 49ers are back within a score. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, as this
Well, at
gets
least I
them
can
back
make a
within
damn
touchdown
kick.
and a 2-point conversion. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. The 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 82 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
To throw is Garoppolo, buying time to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Desmond Trufant. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. And the 49ers going to take another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Right.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. It's caught by Randall. A really good pickup of 28 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Garoppolo now. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
11.
One final try now for Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw. And that's caught at the 25. Oh, the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons
Of course.
get there for the
Fucking
sack.
fitting.
And Charles, you know what coaches always tell
I hate
us.
my offensive
We want to
line
win our
with
home
every
games. That
fiber
much
of
we
my
know. We want to
being.
protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Falcons, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.